Let's start. Today we still continue some rules and guidelines and syntax with respect to the classes, right?
Right,
So till now I'm not given example of different types of inheritance, right? So last last 2 or 3 classes we are writing some inheritance example, but
right,
one level of inheritance I explained like this is the class A, okay, and class A is the superclass and can be another class B is the subclass, right? And similarly, another class can be subclass. Okay, so this label is the not limitation. Any level of inheritance can do, right?
right,
So this is known as a multi-level of inheritance, right?
right,
Means ki A is superclass, again subclass, again subclass, again subclass, right? So this is the one kind of inheritance, multi-level. Another kind can be like A class A, okay, and this is the B class. B class can extend, and another class can be C, can extend in this fashion. Another class can extend this fashion, right?
right.
So this is also known as a inheritance. Okay, I mean that means ki one class, one superclass have a multiple subclass, right? A is the
Right.
superclass, but direct subclass is the B, C, and D. But there is no relationship between the B and C, right? But here it is
Correct.
the A is the relationship B the relationship C the relationship C. All classes are relationship, right? This is a
Correct.
multi-level. This is known as a inheritance, but there is no child relationship. B and C there is no relationship, right? B have a
Right,
relationship with A have a C, A have a D. This is also one kind of relationship, right?
right.
And some kind of relationship might be a class B and class C, right?
Hmm.
And let's class A going to inherit from here and from here, right?
Uh, Sorry, say it again.
Uh, to have B class and C class. One A class can going to extend inherit from B as well as C. So this is
Okay.
known as a multiple inheritance. This is not possible in Java.
Oh, it is not possible in
Yes,
Java.
Java not support multiple inheritance.
Like
Other
the way
language like
you,
C++ can support this, but Java is not supporting like this. One
like it,
class in
yeah.
Java, one class can inherit from only one class.
Okay, okay. I see. Like
Here,
extend, like extend.
here this is the rule. Here we are trying to class A going to inherit property from B and property from C. Okay, so this inheritance known as a multiple inheritance, but this is not supported by Java language. Okay,
Right,
so Java language say one class can only inherit a property from only one class another, right? Like here, E directly inherit property from B, C inherit from B, B inherit from A, right?
right.
Similarly here, this have means each and every classes have only one direct superclass, right? Here we are trying to create one class going to two superclasses, right? These
Correct.
are not allowed. The please be note.
Okay, so that's not allowed. So
That,
you cannot A cannot extend B or C
yes, right.
at the same time. At the
At
same
the
time.
same time, right. So this is the
Oh,
one more restrictions rule you can say.
okay, so okay. So this is just to good to know, right? It's
Yes, good to know.
okay.
Because whenever you are designing relationship, we can think anything, right? Why this cannot use this, right?
Okay, okay. So I will see a lot of this in the real life, like when we
Uh,
work.
in the language, generally, like a C++ is the language that support this kind of inheritance.
Oh, C plus plus. Okay.
Yeah. So generally, in our real life, generally always one child have only one parent, right? And
Right.
but if you look, generally I, as a personal human being, can inherit the property of my father and my mother both, right?
Right. Right.
This is the reality, right?
Right.
So sometime look like in the reality, we are inheriting directly my mother some property, my father some property, right?
Right.
But in the computer science, in a Java language, some language like C++ support, like Java, we strictly say कि one object direct inheritance with the have only one superclass, cannot more than one superclass. Okay,
Right. Right.
so till now
This,
I have given
this,
the multiple
this,
example for this level, multi-level. Let's
right.
try demonstrate you can write this class as well as right, and
Right.
this is
Okay.
not feasible.
Is C++ similar to Java?
Uh, C++ is another language, right?
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
This is the Microsoft based language, right?
It has its own thing, like own. Uh,
Okay, so let's
yeah.
look some example. So let here one class A, okay,
Yeah.
this is the one class A, another class B,
Right.
another class C.
C.
Okay, these are three classes, but till now there is no relationship. Okay,
Right.
so if you want to make relationship like so you can say A is the superclass, B extend A, or C extend A. That means we are making a relationship like here A is my superclass, right? A is superclass, right? Here creating a B class inherit property from A, right? Again creating a C class inherit property from B, right? Class C extend A, class B extend A, right?
Hmm.
That is both classes are inheriting property from the same class A, right?
Right.
But this is allow. You can any number of subclasses, child classes can be. Generally, as I human being, I have a one child, two child, three child, right? Let's keep class T, right? Class T extend A, right? So in this way, our Java language support to write code, right? It is clear. One class can have a multiple subclasses like A have a B subclass, A have a C subclass, A have a D subclass, right? Is it okay? And let's write. Let's have a method like white say, and say have a one method like a south. Okay, and let's here I can say like a say a class say. So now, one thing here, notice A, you can create object A equal to new A, right? And then you can say, कि hi, A class object can a method I can call say method. But this say method can be inherited from B, C, D. That means you can create the object of B, you can create the object of C, you can create the object of D, and you can get the method. So here it's okay. So here you can also say, uh, let's like B class object B equal to new B, and here you can say object B dot say. This say function is come from the inheritance, right? So I have only one say function defined, but that can be used by, due to the inheritance, multiple classes. So here even you can say, let's I can create the object of C.
একটু দেখো। হ্যালো, অজয় ভাই।
Yes.
Last 3 minutes,
Huh.
I was out of the meeting because my computer crashed. So
Oh,
can you please review the last 3 minute
okay.
material, like what you talked, because the whole computer was blackout.
Okay, no problem, no
Yeah,
problem. So just
I
I'm
could
saying,
not. Yeah.
yeah, let's repeat. Just I say we have one class A, right? And
Okay.
in this class have a three subclasses. I think this is the one super class A, right?
Hmm.
And I'm here creating the class B extend A. This is class B extend
Right.
A, right?
Right.
And here class C extend again A. That means extend class C. Okay.
Right.
Again, I write class D extended, right? So
Right.
this is the one kind of relationship Java support, right? One
Right.
superclass can have a multiple child, right?
Right. Right.
And here let's define one behavior like say, right? Say. So by default, this say behavior automatic inherited come from B, C, D, right?
Correct.
So
Hmm.
here I just I'm saying this is the one function say, and this class B, C, D. I've not defined any method, but still we can call a say function, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So let us I am just comment out all, and just let's I'm going to create the object of D class, right? So I say D object of D equal to new D, right?
Right.
And here say object D dot say, because if notice D class does not have anything, but D still get some behavior from the inherited A class. So this is the one level of inheritance, right?
Right.
But notice this a I am calling the A class same, right? Because
Right.
this is not defined here, not defined here. This get from inheritance, right?
Right. Right. Is this something that you covered yesterday?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the
Great,
one. Okay.
great.
Hmm.
But here, yesterday we are discussing like let's keep this just different types of inheritance I'm trying to. This is the one things I'm just explaining example, right? This is kind of relationship, right? One
Hmm.
class have a multi child class, right?
Hmm.
And similarly, one like here also like right class, right? Class class A, right?
Right.
And this is a super class and can be right class BB extends A, right?
Right.
And similarly, again class CC, and this time extend the BB, right?
Right. Vertical.
This vertical
Hmm.
class again DD extend C, right? So
Correct.
this is the way we are writing the inheritance like this relation. This is the top superclass have one A, right?
Hmm.
A and subclass like a BB, right? And
Yeah.
again subclass like a CC. Again subclass like a DD. So this is the
Hmm.
one way writing the inheritance, right?
Right.
So this way also, whatever the A inherited from B, and here C, whatever the B and whatever the A, both are the inherited, right? Here
Hmm.
C, whatever the C inherited, and also B, also A, right? So this
Right.
class have a property of C, B, and
And A.
uh, but B class have a only inherited property of A, right? And C have a B as well A as well, right? So they
Uh,
last
so
subclass, last subclass
the,
almost have a all the property from his super to super to super class, right?
So D inherited from C, B, and A.
Not directly. D only inherited from the C, right?
Yes.
But C inherited from B. B inherited from A. In this way, property going to inherit down, down, down. But here
Okay.
we cannot say that D class inherited B, B, C, C, A directly.
Okay, I understand. So, but D can access B.
D can access the property of B. Yes.
B, and also it can, even though it's not there is no relationship, but D can access the property of A.
Yes, B can access the property of A due to the inheritance.
No, no, D can,
D can access the property of A, right?
but D is directly connected to C.
D is directly connected to the C, right? AB.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Okay, I
Uh,
understand now.
so here I'm trying to say कि whenever this multi-level concept, this multi-level, and what the differences between this and this, I'm trying to convey right here.
Mhm.
Here convey this property can be accessed here and here, right? Similarly here, this class can be access the property of this and this. They can access here, they can access here, right? But this class B, a class D, they have no any relationship. Here notice this class can access from here, can access from here, right? But this have no any relationship here. This B class cannot access the property of C class.
Okay, but on your right hand side, B can access the C.
Again, let's write the name. This
B,
is the
B,
A,
yeah.
right? And this is the one B, and this is the C. And this level lex ki A, B, and C. Ask a question.
B can A access C, A.
Here, this side you are asking?
Now upside down, like from the top. Can A access B?
No. Inheritance going to the down. That
Oh,
means
okay. So,
B can access the A member, but A cannot access the B member. I'll demonstrate.
oh, oh, they cannot, even though it's a super class.
Super class cannot access any member that defined in the B class.
Oh, okay, I see, I see.
B
Because,
class
yeah,
can access the member of A class, which are the not private.
right, okay. So, okay, now what was you are trying to explain between these two
Here trying
graphs?
to speak. Now notice the in this case, C class can access the property of B and access the property of A. That means the C is the related to the B and C is related to A. But here there is no relationship between the B and C.
I understand. Okay.
If something declare here B method, this cannot be accessed by the C, that cannot be accessed by A, both. But here if I am declare some variable B here method, this method can be accessed by the C, but cannot access by A.
Okay, okay, I understand. So on your right hand side,
Hmm.
uh, if method is declared on B,
Uh,
C cannot access.
C can access.
No,
Here,
C can
he,
C
he,
because B and C has no relationship.
yes, right. So let's the same thing I'm going to demonstrate, right? How
Okay,
this relationship happen. Okay. So let's here say I have declare some method in a B, right? I
right,
say void void uh, hello hello, right?
right,
And here say simply B hello. Okay.
right.
So in this case, this whenever I'm going to create an object of C class, right? Okay,
Hmm.
I am going to create a object C class, right? So now C class object going to creating C is inherited from here. We are demonstration between this one, right? This label, this and this, right?
Correct.
This. So I am declare some method here B, right? So this method cannot be accessed by even A, even this is the A, this is the C, right? Because this can be whatever method here declare, this can access, right? But whatever the method here declare, that cannot be accessed even by A, even by C.
Hmm.
So this here, let's create the object of A and the object of C, right?
Hmm.
So here I create the object of C and object of A, right? Okay.
Right.
So object A, we can call his own method. Object C can call the A method, right? And let's this is the object B. Okay. So here class A is the superclass. Here is some method say both can call, right? This is the B, this is C, right?
Yeah.
So here I am creating the object of A. Here method say define. Say can call by B, say can call by C. Here this property can be inherited here. This property can be inherited here, right? So this
Hmm.
is the demonstration, right? If you notice here, if you run, we object of B and C both call to the say function because say is defined in the A, right? A.
Right. Hmm.
But from B, you are also define some method like here in the B like a hello, right? The from B itself, B can call the dot hello as well, right? Hello. But this hello function cannot access by object C, object C, and even cannot be accessed by A, right? So I am trying to say if here is a relationship, right?
No,
A,
on 16, you can
yeah,
type C
yeah,
to demonstration. No?
yes, yes, right, yes.
Yeah. And number
So
8,
this,
line 8.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's okay. Here
Okay.
is the A class have a function. They have three classes are relationship to each other, right?
Right.
B, C. The inheritance only happen from whatever the happen you can access here. Whatever here
Right.
you can access here. Reverse not possible. So here let's say I define a function hello, right? Hello.
Uh,
So this hello function is only
uh,
accessed by hello function accessed by the B class itself because we have defined, right? The B class access his method, right?
right.
So from B object we can access the inherited method,
Yeah.
say in on B itself method hello, right? But
Hmm.
this hello method is not going to access by the this class. A class don't know about the hello because the inheritance
Oh,
go top to down, not bottom to up.
right. Right. Okay.
So
Hmm.
this object A, in a it's no I have a say function, but this object don't know about the hello.
Hmm.
So this is not possible. Means they have a relationship. A property can be inherited B, but B property cannot be inherited A. Reverse not possible, right?
Okay. So property A can be accessed in B,
Hmm.
but A cannot.
Property of B cannot access in the A.
Yeah, property in B cannot be accessed on A.
Right. This is the one thing clear.
This is the
And
one you just did the demonstration. That's
now
what
yes,
you
yeah.
just
Here
explained.
notice key object A cannot access the hello function, right?
Right.
And similarly, this class C is not able to access hello because
Right.
directly this is no relationship between this and this, right?
Right. Right. Okay.
So C
Mhm.
class cannot access the property of B.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
Is it clear?
It's clear now. Okay.
So please be note, these two childs, I have there is no direct relationship. Whatever the B cannot access by the C, Whatever the C cannot access by the B.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Is it clear?
It's
So
clear
here
now.
my objective inheritance, the superclass data member can only go to the down. Okay, but
Hmm.
reverse child data member cannot go to the access by the top, right?
Yeah.
This reverse
So
relation not possible.
okay.
Okay,
So the bottom part, the child only can access the parent. That's
right.
the easiest way to say.
Easiest
The
way to
parent cannot access child. Okay.
child member. Good
Oh.
thing. This is
And
one thing.
between and also between B and C, this child cannot access each other
Right.
because
There is no direct relation.
that's the direct ratio. Okay.
So let's go demonstrate the other scenario. Let's comment out all. So same. I have this is the one type. This is another relationship. Class A. Have a function like similarly say function, right? Class A have a say function, right?
Yes.
And B also define hello, right? Look, B also define hello, right?
Right.
Agree? Same scenario. Now the relationship like in this way, right? This relationship, right?
Hmm.
Right. This is the B. This is the A. So here define some function. Here also define some function. Here define the say, right? Here define hello, right?
That's
So
right.
this C class can access property of B, can access property of this. That means C object can access the hello method and say method.
Correct.
And B class can access own method as well as inherited method. But A class can only access his own method. A class cannot
Correct.
access the method B, even the
Correct.
method C.
Correct. I got it.
Yeah. So here let's
Hmm.
create the similar kind of
Sure.
scenario. A equal to new A, okay, and BB, and CC, okay. And here notice from CC dot we can access hello, CC we can access say, right? So from C object both property can be inherited, right? If
Correct.
you run
Correct.
C can access the data member of B, data member of A, right? B or A both, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And this both can possible with the BB, BB, BB. BB can access his own method and inherited method, right?
Correct.
There is no problem. But same not possible for, let's run it, okay, BB or A. And let's try to here with A object. A can access his own method, but not access the child method, right? Even they have a relationship, right?
So hello is from BB.
Yes, hello is from BB.
Okay.
The BB cannot be accessed,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
So the only here relationship means ki whatever we inheriting, only super class
Hmm.
variable or method can be inherited in the subclass.
Right.
But never whatever you define here, this is
Hmm.
unknown for this class. This class don't know any extra method defined here, right? Is it clear? Okay.
You said. Hmm.
So this is the one thing. So let's understand kind of this now till now understand the behavior, right? How the which part inherited, which part not inherited, right? Okay. Just comment out, not needed. So let's one more thing, right? I'm just trying to understand. Now here you have say function. This can also define statistic say function, right?
বললেই তো হয়।
Yes.
Yeah,
Here
yeah. Sorry.
CC
Okay, fine.
function.
Yeah,
Okay. So one thing uh, I am going to say that this is the A class. A class
right.
have a say function.
Hmm.
B class. B class also have a say function. And
Right.
C class. C also have a say function. That means this say function can be overridden by the class B.
Hmm.
Similarly, class C also, right?
Right.
So in this scenario, sometime let's create the here. Now create the object of A class equal to new A, right? And B class equal to new B. Okay.
Right.
So till now we have understand A have only assigned the object of B, right?
Correct.
Till now we have only understand. So is it now I'm trying to say here it is also possible A can assign object of B. This what this meaning?
Uh,
Till now we have understand ki A variable is the type of A, so only can assign the object of A, right?
Correct.
So here I am trying to say object A can assign the object B.
So B will go to A.
Okay, let's try to understand. Just I comment here, okay?
Hmm.
And here say A dot say, right?
Correct.
So they return whatever the method written inside A class. Yes, just comment out. So this is simple. We have one class A and calling the function say.
Correct.
So this will go inside a class called the say function. Is it okay? Now what happen? I say not this way, but I say I am going to pass here B.
Hmm.
Let's this the A1. Then what happen?
Uh,
Now here class A, but assigning the object of B. Let's run. So notice here same function called by the B.
it says BB.
Let's go to the B class. Go to the B class. This is the B class. I'm somehow written BB. Just remove this, right? This is the B class, right?
Right.
So let's again. Till now we have a one class called the say function. There is no any confusion, right? So here
Right.
I'm trying to just convey one more new, uh, you can say, theory which generally Java support. Like this is not always rule. Here A, then you can also always create the object of B. I'm say here I'm calling this. Now here I can option I can give B. This is only possible because A and B have relationship.
Hmm.
So in this case, first time if you say A dot say, that means key. This A class, whatever the say function, give the output. Why? Because you are assigning the object of A itself. But here again, I have a AC method A dot say, but I am passing the object of B. So here A dot say not going to the call method inside A. they are going to call the method inside of B.
Right, right, okay. Hmm.
So if you run, this will say same code, the same code. This line say I am going to call a method from A, right? And this side say I am going to the call B. Why BB? Because this you are assigning the object of me B. So let's look the diagram. Here is your class A. This means this is a stack variable A. A assign, and you are creating the new class of A. The new class of one A created in heap memory and assigning to here, right? Okay. So whatever the save function defined here, they call from the class A, right here, right? This A dot say. Here say now A equal to B. That means you are creating another object B. You are assigning to the A itself, right?
Hmm.
Now A variable is going to the point to the B object. Is say कि A dot say, they are going to the call A dot say. This is the disconnected. So now they are going to the call your B object. Due to that, I am saying the B class say. This is
Okay.
your
But
runtime
how
polymer.
come? But how come A object calls B object?
Because
Because
here you are saying कि A equal to B, right?
hmm,
This this references say compiler कि now I am going to next this line say I am going to calling the object inside a class, right?
hmm,
This line say I am going to the calling C function say I am going to calling from B class because you give me the reference of B here.
okay. What is the difference between, like, if you type B, a new object of B, fresh object, not using the A variable
Okay,
twice?
let's
What is the difference?
no differences. No differences. Again say what, right? A or B?
B.
B. Okay.
So yeah, okay,
B equal to new B, right?
yeah,
Okay. So here this is also good. There is no concerns. They can call the Notice here uh, semicolon. Here B can call your hello function. B can call your save function. Both, because B class have a two method, right? B class have
right.
a hello and say both can call. But here notice both method I can call, right? But here we have assigning the object of B, but I cannot call the both. I cannot call the both method. Here I cannot call the both. This is the A, sorry. This is the A, this is the A, and this is the A. So notice the major differences. Here, whenever you say B object, but you are assigning the A. Let's give the name as well A right now.
Okay,
Uh, okay, that's comment out. Okay. So here you are saying I am going to A class reference A. I am going to assigning the object of B. That means B have a, but here reference is the A. But from A we can only call the say function, not the hello function. But here in down you can call the both function. But
okay.
here assigning both cases the B.
But B has both method, like hello
B
and
has a
say.
both method, right?
So how come the top one is not working?
Top is the only references of A. Class A have a only say function. So you can call
Oh,
say, you cannot call the B. Hello. So let
oh,
understand. Whenever you say class A, here this is the class A. Okay, A is the reference. A is the class reference A, right? And new B, they are going to create the object of B, right?
right.
Wherever you say A dot, so class check A is the reference. Inside A, what is the method declared? They declare say, not declare hello. So you can say you can call say, but you cannot call hello me, right? But whenever you say B references, that means we have another variable B types B, right? You create the another object the B, right? But
Hmm.
here compiler say ki B dot. Now this is the types of references B. The B class have a hello, B class have a say. So both you can call.
Okay, so the reason the hello is not
Yeah,
it's not working because A
because
do not
this
need
A
hello.
class don't
Hmm.
know about the hello. Not the look the class definition. A class have only know about the say function, right? A class have only know about the say. You can call say function with A. A is the reference. We can call only say. We cannot call hello, right? But with the difference of B you can call say hello and also call the say because they have a two, right?
Okay, okay,
Due
yeah,
to
yeah.
that, here we are able to B references we can call the B.
But we can, if we really need to access B, why not we just take this example, like B equal to new B,
Yes,
that
you
one.
can. Compilers of Java as a language offer different tool. Okay,
Okay,
so here I am trying to say one more things. If you create the B class object, B references, there is no this simple rule. There is no any problem. Till now, always we learn here
yeah.
B, here table, here A, here A. But here I am trying to something different. This is the super class. This is the subclass. This is the two
Oh, you are
classes,
trying to explain that
right?
that is super
Whenever
class.
you are assigning, this is the A types. This is the A type, right? A type, an object assigning different types of object B. So
Okay,
here, if you assign it a different, you are allocating object of different types here. So you can only call the left. This is the whatever the A, whatever declare A side, you can call the method, but you cannot call the here method defined in the B side.
right.
This is only possible due to the inheritance. Here,
Hmm.
similarly, you can write a class same here. You can write as well as a C. Here you can write C because the A and C have a relationship, right?
Right.
C class have a only same method. So here, just this is the simple. B is the very simple, right? Whatever the B class method, all the inherited and same method you can call. There is no here differences, right? But here I am trying to say if your class, this is the A class, have a relationship with the B, and B class have a relation with the C, right? So here object A you can assign here the A, you can here A you can assign the B class object. Notice here the whatever the object of the B class I can assign here, right?
Okay, okay.
Similarly, here A class we can assign the C object.
Right, right. Okay.
Whenever but you can assign here C, the A only know about our method, right? Only know about this. A don't know what is here defined, right? A don't know what is here defined. So notice A know ki I can have a same method, but I don't know about the hello. Even you are giving me the B object, right?
Right.
Even me, you are giving the B object, but I only know whatever I have declare here. Say I don't
Oh,
know.
whatever he has in common.
Hmm. That common thing you can call here, right?
Okay, okay. Oh,
Right. So this is only possible due to the inheritance, right? So here
right,
common thing say can call, right? Here
right.
common thing say can call. Uh, Whenever you run, so note what would be the output. This output from A class or B class here, because say function have a in A also, in B also, in C also, right? So what do you think? What would be the output here? What would be the output? What do you think?
Uh, line 34, a class object, it will say whatever in the B,
Hmm.
and
So what is the method of A? What say print? C are going to print.
whatever inside of B,
Okay.
B hello, this one.
Yeah, B say, right? This. Correct. Whatever the object you are assigning, those methods are called, right?
Right.
Run, you notice they are calling not B value, not the A.
Correct.
So this is the right. So one thing let and one more example here. We have also, I think, one D class, C and D. Let's D have not given any method, but D have an inheritance with the A, right? So you can write even here like a D, right? Two let's. So what do you think? What they print?
Whatever in the D.
D if you
So
nothing.
D has nothing, so
D
it
have
will not
nothing.
print anything.
So you are trying to say if not print anything here.
Because D has nothing, is empty.
D had nothing, but they have inherited from A.
Okay, okay.
They are going to the A class. A
Oh,
class
so
are
say method. It will
right.
print say.
So this will say from A class. So these are the different variants, generally inheritance, sometimes confusion, right? So you notice sometimes say B class, C class, A class, right? But notice here, I am always A dot C, A dot C, A dot C. So, right? Yesterday I say same thing. Instead of writing in the different way, I simply write side one static, void, print, and if I declare here A object, right? And here I can only say A dot say, right?
Right,
I am just commenting all the things right here. It is clear कि in A object, let me one more thing. Here in A class, we can defining the B object, or we can assigning the C, or we can assigning a D.
right,
Why? Because A class have a relation with a B, C, D, right?
right,
B, C, and D. So whenever you can create the A class object, you can assign the B. We can assign the B, right? We can assign
correct.
the C. We can assign the D. Is it possible कि object with a B we can assign the C or C with a D? There is a no direct relationship. It is not possible.
No, it's not possible.
So let someone say कि I have this B. Okay. So let's say I have an object of B, and here I can assign the new C. No possible. Compiler don't know कि B and C are not relationship
Okay. It's
because
only possible with superclass.
relationship. Here A and D possible because D is the inherited A.
Right. Okay, that's right.
Here B and C no relationship, so we cannot
So
assign like B equal to new C.
okay, it will not work. Okay, you have to
Even
have a relationship.
C equal to is a new C. This is also not possible because B and C there is no relationship.
Right.
So is it clear?
Yeah.
So whenever you assigning object from A, always assignment go from here to here, right? So please note this object and this object must have a relationship. Is it
Right.
clear? If
Right.
not, compiler is not allowed. Compiler only say you want to create the object of C, here must be C. I'm okay, right? C and C is the same, right?
Right.
But here C and B, it's a not allowed because C and B there is no relationship, right?
Right.
So these are the rules. Something you be even think what happened here. I can say uh, A class can be, and is the reverse possible? Like here I say B equal to new A. What? Tell me. This possible?
Um,
This is also not possible.
it should be possible
Not
because
possible.
no, no, okay, but okay, it's not
So
possible.
same things, right? Here class A have a B, right?
Correct.
So A is inherited member of B, right?
Hmm.
So this is the possibility. You can say B equal to new B. There is no problem, right? New B. This is no possible. But whenever you say ki B equal to new A, means what you're trying to say, ki B is the object, I am going to assign the A object. Till
Uh,
I have to here in the reference of A, you can assign the subclass, right? This is a subclass, right? Subclass. This is the super. In superclass reference, you can assign the subclass. But reverse, like here, subclass references, you are trying to assign the superclass.
okay, so that will not work.
Not
But
works.
you can only extend A, like you can only inherit.
Right.
Uh, so this is not the same thing like you type inherit A in the B class.
Class B, B, extend
Can
A,
Yeah,
right? So here I'm trying to say ki whenever if you write the like A A equal to new A, there is no problem, right? Because
right,
both are the A type, right? This is no problem. Here say B new, no problem, right?
right.
Because BB no problem. But sometime we say no. Here I am in this super class, so good option. Let's comment all and create simple like one good option class. One is the super class, right?
Right.
One super class, another is a class subclass. Extend super class, right? So now you can create the object of superclass. Superclass equal to new superclass. There is no any challenge, right?
Right.
In the subclass, you can create subclass object. There is no any challenge, right? This is a very simple, right? But sometime we are going to cross in this superclass. Okay, in the superclass object, you can assign the subclass. This is a allowable, right? But
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
you're trying to say subclass equal to new super.
That's not possible.
That's not possible. Think why. Someone can think
Uh,
why this compiler not allow कि superclass object to the subclass. This makes sense, right?
correct.
So there are some rules and regulation. In the next coming classes, I am going to explain one more concept. Due to that, they are not allowed. Let me here. There are some cases whenever we are defining a class, Here we can define some method like A, but I am not providing the definition. I'm not giving the what is the logic here, right? Can be blank. In the subclass, we are going to defining the definition. Okay. So
Right.
sometime possible this superclass don't have a definition of your existing method. So someone going to call the superclass method here, it's not getting the definition. So the reason compiler say I'm not going to leave some scope where can cause some problem. So compiler say, please be note, whenever you are assigning any object, this always be subclass. Here always be parent class. Just rule. So whenever your left side always be the superclass, right side can be the same or can be the sub, right? So this is the simple rule of the assignment. Here can be superclass and here can be superclass or can be subclass. Both are allowed. Confusion?
Uh, can you say it again? This particular line?
So I'm saying ki, whenever you are going to assignment, right? Assignment. So
Hmm.
if left hand side is the superclass or parent class, right hand side can be can be superclass or can be subclass. Both are allowed. Notice here, superclass, subclass also allow, superclass, superclass also allow.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if here subclass, then only subclass own class allow, and but in the case of subclass, your superclass is not allowed.
Correct.
Here left and right hand side, never you can assign any superclass object.
Hmm.
And this is only possible कि here different class if have a relationship. If two classes like here your superclass here subclass only possible due to that they are the relationship, right? If this class are not relationship, this is not allowed. But
That is
notice,
the first condition.
yes, but
Relationship.
the reverse not possible. Even the subclass and superclass have a relationship, but you cannot say कि subclass assign the object of superclass.
That's not possible. Yeah.
Let me think why. Last time I was saying कि whenever you have a relationship like uh, this relationship, I am going to create of the object of child class, then superclass object also created, right? Is it clear?
Yes, you showed us. Yeah, with the
Yeah,
super.
last
Yeah.
time. Whenever one child class object going to create, before child creating, going to the first create the superclass object, right?
Correct.
That means कि whenever this scenario, I am going to create the new subclass object, right? Subclass object. So before going to create subclass object, they are going to create first superclass. Now they are referring to the superclass. Means कि now whenever superclass object going, they have a both object, right?
Correct.
They have both object. From this, we can invoke the this method or this method, don't both method, right?
Correct.
But what happen if I am going to create here super subclass, but I'm assigning only the option of your superclass? That means only superclass object created, right? Only superclass object created, right?
Right.
But here you are saying I am assigning the subclass, right? But subclass object is not created, right? This is not created subclass, right? This class say I am going to call the subclass method. If object not created, how this method going to call?
Mm.
The compiler say whenever here you typing the superclass, that means I'm only create the superclass object. Subclass object not going to create it. But you are assigning in the subclass. That means if this, let's assume this object compiler allowed to create, then what happen if you are going to call subclass method? Going to call subclass method, a subclass not exist, right?
Right.
Due to that compiler first say I am not going to allow, because here in superclass your subclass object not going to created, but you are trying to assign in the subclass, right?
Right.
So this is the problem. If let's compiler allow, then you are going to call the subclass method and superclass method both, right? Is it right? Let
Yeah.
me sub.
But if you draw the same diagram,
Hmm,
when we from the superclass, you
hmm,
can call subclass.
hmm.
Then it will allow.
Right. So let me here add one method in the superclass. Mm, let a method void uh, super say, okay, say, okay,
Okay.
hello,
The
say,
true comes all the time. True.
okay, say, superclass say, okay.
Yeah.
Here say in subclass, I say not only one method. This is the I am going to add a sub say, okay, void sub say, right? Different method, okay, not the same method, subclass. So let if that means ki here is the subclass references. If compiler allow, that means ki from this subclass I can call the both method, right?
Hmm.
So here here I call a one printer super. Let's a super class object. That means here we can call cot, we can call super class A, right? Let's I have write another method that will take your subclass. Here subclass. The from subclass you can call a dot say and even call a dot sub say, right? Because
Correct.
you see the this class have a two method. This class have a method and one is the inherited method, right? So this subclass can call the two method, right? Because one is his own, one is the inherited, right?
Correct.
If we here, let's comment out, and I am going to call this function. I am going to call. I am saying here new subclass. So here, one thing note. Whenever line this line I am print written here, key in the let's I'm just trying to say ki whatever this line written here, subclass is s equal to new subclass. Same thing I am demonstrating in the different way. Here I am writing the here subclass, right? Here subclass, and here the super. Let's name the
Oh, you're doing the same thing but different way.
different way. I'm trying to say ki here compiler not allow me. Here compiler is not allowing me write this. So I'm not going to demonstrate ki from where what can call, right? Here. So I am trying to say, if notice here, compiler is not allowing me because this compiler not allowed write me code because this is a compiler error. So I am saying ki this thing same I am trying to say in this way, whatever the assignment, here I am trying to say ki uh, this is not allow me, this is allow me, this is allow me, right?
Right.
By default, superclass around me. So here, if you pass the superclass object, this superclass object, if you call the only print method, right? And just here the only say print method. Yet only say print method, right? So notice here have a print method, and the why I'm changing the name method name. Okay. So here say I am going to call. Okay. So here notice here the superclass object. I am going to pass this subclass here. So this meaning subclass can call two method and superclass means only call the superclass method. Is it okay?
Yeah.
So now the question is called how call this method. This have a one method print super, and if I call this print super, so they are expecting you can pass me the super class object, right? So here I can pass the super class object. So this will print the super class method. There is no confusion, right? Because super class can only print the super class method, right? They are
Right.
printing the super class say, right? But I say in this super class, you can also pass the object of subclass, right? Now this is a subclass object, right? Subclass. I can pass the object of subclass. So here this function are can you are passing the superclass, but this is passing the subclass, right? So they are going to print the method of subclass due to the inheritance, right?
Right.
Due to the inheritance, let's comment here. At this time, you are calling the super function. They are expecting you pass me the superclass, but I am passing the subclass because compiler allow in superclass you can pass the subclass, right?
Right.
So this work fine for my scenario. So for superclass, there is no any problem. In superclass, you can pass superclass object or you can pass subclass. Both working fine. Whatever the object you pass the superclass, they print super. If you print pass subclass, they print the subclass. Right? This is the very clear. Because from superclass reference, you can only call the one method say that is inherited in the both classes. Only problem in the case of your subclass. Let's test this scenario. I am comment this. I am going to call this function. This function say you pass me the subclass object, right? So I can pass the subclass object. There is no any problem, right? Subclass object, subclass you can pass. They can print both, right? Say hello and both, right? The say and sub say, right? Both one from the inherited, one from the own class, right? Is it clear? They can call the both function. One is the inherited, one is the own function, right?
Right.
Only possible what happen I pass the superclass object. This is the no problem. But whenever someone say I am going to pass the superclass object, compiler not allow because you are passing here in the subclass. Superclass object cannot pass class subclass because subclass can call both method and superclass object don't know the both method, right? You are passing the superclass here, but superclass have only one function say. The say it's okay, but how get definition of subsay? It's understand or not?
It's a little tricky.
Okay, let's again explain it with the diagram. Okay, so
No, I couldn't get the hold of this because it's tricky. This one.
okay, so let's comment out again. And because this is the something we have to someone maybe unclear due to the complexity. So let's again uncomment and uncomment. Only challenges with this line. Only challenges with the okay. Where my mouse? Only challenges with the here. Whenever we are going to wherever going to the subclass object assigning to the new class object. This is compiler net not allow. I'm trying to explain why. Because whenever
Okay.
you go create the superclass object, right? Right?
Right.
So let's
Okay.
two
Now it's okay.
let's understand. We have a two class here mentioned. This is the one class, the super, right?
Right.
Super have only one function, say, right?
Right.
And one will have a subclass, a child class, right? This is our
Right.
child class, right?
Yeah.
Inherited. So they have a inherited function say and one more function subset, right? Extra function. They have right own function, right? One is inherited function say and one more function, right?
Right.
So this subclass have a two function you can say, right? One is the inherited function, one is the subset function, right?
Right.
Extra function you can say. So whenever you can say superclass, here writing superclass object, right? Whenever say assignment, that means first going to create this, right? New subclass. So whenever going to create new subclass object, this class object going to create subclass. So subclass going to create, but they check this is the inheritance relationship. So I have to create first superclass, right? The first they go create the superclass object. Superclass and subclass. Both object created. Is it
Okay.
clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
So whenever you say new subclass, so here your superclass means say function. You got right, and here your extra function say sub, right? So
Okay.
both function available for you,
Right.
but this is created and assigning to the your object for which superclass. So from this object, you can say call function. They can call. Now we have a both function, right? Both
Right.
object can call. Is it okay? Next time say कि let's compiler allowed subclass object. Here you have a subclass object, right? Subclass object, and but assigning the new super. Super means you are going to create the superclass object, only
Right.
superclass. This means
Mm.
they have only one say function, right?
Right.
But subclass is not object created because it's a superclass done, right? They done, then
Yes.
assigning. But
Yeah.
in this object, we can call both functions. See, you can. This is the subclass object. Can call say, can call subsay, right? The lot they are going to call both functions, say and subsay. So here
Correct.
from where they can get subsay function. So here there
Correct.
is no subclass object, so you cannot call function, right? So due to that key, you cannot assign here superclass because they are not creating the subclass object. But you are assigning the subclass, right?
Right. Right.
So this is the possible
So
you are
you are
not.
saying just like before, when you type superclass object and you are assigning subclass into superclass, right?
Hmm. Because
And
here
in that
right
case,
here right
hmm,
hand side, this create the both object. Okay, now you can assign maybe subclass or superclass, both object is created, right? There will be no problem. Is it clear or not?
so how that creates both object?
Because these are relationship. Whenever going to the create subclass object, by default parent class going to create. Child cannot exist without parent, right?
Okay, okay, I see, I see.
So
That's why.
whenever any child class object going to create, first is parent create, right?
Hmm,
Any child exists in a real life without parent, right?
right,
Parent must need it. So whenever I say hey compiler create the subclass object, so they are going to create a subclass, but before that you create the parent as well as. So now they have created the complete object, right? They have a parent and they have a child, both object. But I am saying ki go create the parent class object. They can only create the parent class object, right? Only parent class object you cannot assign in the child class because child functionality where? Here is no child
right,
function. Here both functionality have parent have a child have a.
right, right,
From this object we can call child function as well as the parent function because they have inherited, right?
right.
But reverse not possible because reverse only parent class object created, child is not created. Due to that, here you are trying to say I am going to create the object of subclass, but here assigning only super. So your super class parent to created, but child object is not created. Why I assign it to the child
Okay,
object?
okay. I see what you mean. Okay, now I get that.
So whenever you say this super, that means this is the two object created, parent and child, right?
Right,
Now parent and child. This object we can pass to the here because they have both object. Anyone can call, right? But
right,
here superclass, you only the parent object created, right?
right,
You are assigning to the side subclass. So where the sub function can call sub object is not sub created, right?
right,
Not created. Due to that, compiler allow this is the illegal statement. Compiler is the compile time error. So you cannot assign superclass object inside your subclass. Even though both have a relationship, right? Challenges
right,
is that the allocation of object only create the parent class, not creating the child class object. Right?
right,
Confusion. Reality, whenever one child is born, parent before exists, right?
right,
But if
right,
parent exists, that not always means child also exists, right? So
right,
whenever you can create the parent, super, only super object created compiler. They're not going to create your child as well as because
right,
reality, once parent I born, my child also born? No. But
right,
whenever my
right.
child born, I already exist, right? So
Okay,
same
okay, yeah, yeah.
pattern here
Mm,
follow whenever subclass object. Compiler going to create subclass, but before that they create your parent object.
right,
Parent object and then child object.
right,
So now you whatever the object they have a complete functionality for here, right? But here in the case of superclass, only parent created, child is not created. So this is the incomplete. Am I assigning to the subclass? If assigned, then where the subclass function? No child function here, right? The compiler not allow it.
understand.
Clear?
Clear.
So sometime, please be note, whatever the here class name can be differences, right? Here super, here sub can be. Means here super class, here can be any subclass. But here not reverse possible. Here subclass, here superclass not possible, right? Is it clear? That
Right.
means if
It's
this is the
clear.
superclass object, this is the superclass object, this is the A, and this is the B, this is the C. Okay, all other relationship. The A class object here, you can assign the B, you can assign C, right? But
Right,
reverse not possible. While the subclass object here, you cannot assigning the B. This is
right,
not possible, right? Even this is the subclass, you cannot assign this superclass here. This is not possible.
right.
So here is the with respect to the assignment, what object where you can assign.
What object? Where you, it's object assignment,
Yes,
basically.
assignment. So is it clear?
It's clear.
Always subclass can be assigned to his superclass or subclass, right? Reverse is not possible. Be aware. They are because of
Okay.
some logic behind that, right?
Right.
Because
Got it.
is it clear?
It's clear now.
Good. So you have to do lots of permutation combination of practice, which things done, which thing not done, right?
Right.
So till now we have learned. This is the complete overriding thing. Here the same method we are overriding here, right? Or overloading, overriding, all the things similar. But this is the basic inheritance rule. Object you can create before inheritance. Before inheritance, there is no any possibility. We have one class, okay? We have another class. So you cannot say object of this class assigned to the this, right? So this is only feasible due to the inheritance. So let us example here. I say uh, maybe simple class test. Okay, test class. And this is the one class hello. Okay, and
Right.
two classes are independent. So here independent object created you, but you cannot assign the test object to the hello object to test. There is no relationship, right? So here you
Right.
can create the test object, right? Right? Here you can create the hello object, but you cannot say like test equal to hello, right? Because these are the tests, these are the hello. Different object you cannot assign here because there is no relationship, right?
Right.
This is only allow in the case of your superclass or subclass. This is compiler allow. Notice here the superclass, here subclass. This is allowable only one condition. If you are writing the here is a different class name, here the different class name, only possible due to the inheritance. If no
Right.
inheritance, there is no any possibility. Only test, then only test here. Only hello here. You cannot say test and hello.
Okay. Okay. Because there is no relationship.
There is no relationship. Even the relationship, only possible here subclass, not a superclass, right? Notice both class have a relationship, right?
Right.
In relationship also have a condition. This panel, right hand, only subclass allow, not the superclass, right? Only
Right.
specific condition. Here you can change the class name that is the subclass of this superclass name. So this is the only one case where while creating a new object, you are right side changing, writing the different name. Else always would be the same name. Here test, then test. Here hello, here hello. Always create the object of same class name, right? But
Right.
due to the inheritance, sometime we can create object like that. Here I am writing the different thing, here I am writing different thing, right? Here I am writing the superclass, here I am writing the subclass. This is the only one case. Super and subclass. There is no any other case. You cannot write here superclass, here subclass reverse. Is it clear? So
Yeah.
sometime whenever you looking or reading some code, always you found this kind of same class name, right? But sometime you find different, like here, right? Here differences. So please note that that means ki both class have a relationship, and relationship means the left hand side always superclass, right hand side always with a subclass.
Right.
Okay. So these are the some new things which you today learns about the object creation.
Right.
Whenever you are object create, till now always we are writing the same left side and same right side, right? Always hello, then here hello. Not possible I can write anything. But in the case of inheritance, is a possible you can write here any subclass name. Not okay. Here this is a subclass and can be different child class, right? Different child class. Any
Right.
subclass you can assign here. Might be this assign, this assign, this assign, this assign. This is the A class subclass, right?
Right.
Any subclass object you can assign here. Only subclass. This is the only one rule this new assignment is violating. You can say in case of inheritance, here you can write the superclass, here you can write any subclass, but reverse not possible.
Right.
Okay. So little bit confusion initially, but these are the some principle which we have to know. But good
Right.
part, whenever you're writing code in editor by default you give it error compile time. If you write this
Oh,
code,
yeah. 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 It tells
compiler
you that
will
it's not
you are
possible.
writing
Yeah.
something different, right?
Right. Right.
So lots of things, but compiler don't give why, right?
Yeah.
Why you are not able to write?
It just
Because
gives you,
uh,
it warns you that
uh,
you are writing wrong.
because the editor know all the rules and regulation of your JVM.
Right, right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good part. Let's explore. If any doubt, confusion, we'll discuss. Right.
Sure.
That is the good for the day.
Thank you, Ajay.
Good.